to come on that same day and finish part 3 of the last live. I do apologize about that, but I'm here now to finish it. Um, as you can see, I took my hair out. I've been a little busy taking care of some things. Like my dad's car came, so I have to like figure out that. I kind of just been waiting to get paid for real, cause I have to get my dad's car towed up to my unit because it's like down the street at the store. So I had to get it towed before they tow it, and then I have to I have to pay my bill. I have 2 bills coming up. I'm just waiting for them to fucking pay me. Like they haven't paid me yet, but that's kind of like why I haven't been on live since I last went live, because I just been trying to like get my shit together essentially. But basically, I took my hair out too because it's just my hair needed to breathe for real. So basically, to kind of finish where I left off in the last video, was created. The Egyptian, like I said, the Egyptians were cloning black folks. We created the rest of the human race. It's a lot. Like basically, we created the Asiatic people and the Africans, the chosen people of Israel. We cloned and created the human race. When I say Asiatic, I do not mean the Asian diaspora. I mean white people. I mean Caucasian people. So when I say Asiatic, is basically the Middle Eastern people. We created the Middle Eastern people are what white people are supposed to look like, but like I said in the last video, we fucked up on the clones. Like we was having too much ego. We started doing too much because that's what niggas do. We start doing too much. We started getting ego because at the end of the day, we're not God. We're not perfect, but we do have the ability to create, and we're gods in our own right, but we still are able to make mistakes and things like that. So we just were creating way too many humans, and we wasn't taking our time on each individual creation, so they started coming out deformed. So we quarantined them in the Caucasus Mountains, and I was saying that I would be mad too if I thought that all that I know is all that I know. I'm the only humans on Earth. This is the beginning, and then there's a whole fucking city, hundreds of miles away from where I'm at, with street lights and gold fucking streets, and you know what I mean. I will be mad too. So what happened was, you feel me, like they had to, because if you think like okay, when I was in court for a case back in 2018, like I'm in court, I'm going there every few months, glass, but in the middle, like the guys behind the glass are tough, they real street niggas for real, but the people in the middle of the fucking of the courtroom, around the DA, the public defenders, the attorneys, the judge, like where the people sit and stuff, like in the middle of the courtroom, you see a white man put in his fucking, just a nerdy educated people, in the middle, and they're fucking putting up their glasses and just really nerdy, just real businessy. But then you got all the thugs behind the white glass, and I'm looking at this with my third eye, and I'm thinking to myself, the person in the middle that's pushing up his glasses and shit, the nerdy ass motherfucker that probably has his master's degree in law or something, they're making decisions for all the people behind the glass. Like the people behind the glass, their life, their fucking future is dependent on what the people in the middle of the courtroom decide for that person. And I'm just like thinking, like, damn, somebody else is in charge of my freedom. So then somebody was telling me, yeah, like the judge, like the DA, these DAs have to live in gated communities, and the judges have to live in like really high security communities, because they might sentence this person behind the glass to a certain amount of years, but then when that person gets out, if they were to see the judge on the street or the DA on the street, the DA would have no chance. If they were to go toe to toe and really battle it out like back in the ancient days when we was in the jungle and shit, like they would have no fucking chance. And then I realized, oh, the white man, they had to evolve. They had to defeat us in a way where we can't be defeated because one-on-one, there was no chance for them. They just gonna get their ass beat. So it's bronze versus brains, right? So they're very smart. The white man is very, very genius. And they use psychological manipulation to basically continue and maintain control over the world. So that's where I feel like it stems from, is like the beginning when they was quarantined in the Caucasus Mountains. It's like, I will be mad too. Like, and they finally came out. They was fighting us. They wasn't winning because you can't win against, So they had to create like a system of manipulation. Very fucking smart. They created this whole system with government. It's like, it's an illusion if you think about it. When you're in court and they created this system. Basically, what's the point I'm trying to make? So, you feel me? So there's that. But the whole point I'm trying to make is like, so they were also, we created them to be programmable. So there was like a portion of the gods that wanted to kill and destroy and torture and enslave the humans, and then most of the other portion, like there's another half of gods, more than the other half, that wanted to protect the humans and help them maintain a balanced life. And that and like there was one point in time where we was on earth as gods with powers, flying around, manipulating elements, bending elements, like the show Avatar. And we lived amongst the humans, you feel me? And they worshipped us, and they knew who we were, and they respected us. But then the god Set, the god of chaos, came in, knowing that the humans are programmable because they have that K9 DNA. Knowing that, you feel me, he programmed the humans to hate the gods, linked up with the reptilians, which are the basically the sworn enemy of the Anunnaki, linked up with the reptilians and the humans to go against the gods, then killed us, ancient Egyptians, Osiris, Asar, killed us, and then enslaved us in human bodies over time. We're just reincarnating until we lose our powers over time, basically. So that's really like what I believe, at least that's what I got downloads on the truth of the world. And then it's like, that's why the Egyptians created all the pyramids and the structures with the hieroglyphics and the stories in them, because our ancestors knew that there would be a reset. Our ancestors knew that we would forget everything about the ancient world, because, and then if you think about it, they destroyed the Library of Alexandria. So that's why they created these structures that can't be destroyed, no matter how much they try to. They can shoot up the noses. They cannot. Not even the strongest nuclear fucking power weaponry cannot destroy the pyramids and the ancient Kemetic structures. So that's why we have those structures in the first place, because they're literally telling us the stories that the books can't tell us, because they got destroyed by the Roman fucking Catholic Empire. But yeah, so there's that. And then we created Africans. So that's why Africans are, if there's like, you could tell there's a distinction between Black Americans and Africans, because they're literally we created them too. We created them to act as a police force for the humans. So we created them with melanin so that they would reflect us, because they need to have some type of authority on Earth to police the humans. And we created them with reptilian DNA. That's why. And then, like I said, I hope nobody takes this as racism, as me being mean. Like, these are just like ancient facts. Like, I'm not trying to be mean towards white people, towards Africans. Like, I am Black and white and Native American. I'm the bridge. When Bella had to be that bridge for the werewolves and the vampires, I'm that bridge. Because where there is a proper kinship between Black folks and white folks. And I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know. I'll link the in the description below, but y'all need to check out the book Jambalaya, a natural woman's book. Y'all need to check that out, by Louisa Latish. Stop, Jake. But basically, you feel me, like, we created them with reptilian DNA, so that's why they're a lot slender. They have a huge meat consumption, and they're extremely muscular. See, the chosen people were a lot shorter, You know, we're black, but we're short. You know, we're plant eaters. So there, you know, there is like a DNA difference. And the Asian diaspora, Cambodian, Filipinos, Korean, Chinese, Japanese, etc., they come from a whole other star seed planet. They're not even native to Earth. You know what I mean? And I think I mentioned that in the last video, is like, that's why they're in communication with the extraterrestrial source, because I wouldn't want to be here under the dome either when shit goes down. I wasn't a part of the reason why y'all, but I wasn't part of this shit. It's like walking in, that's like walking into you know, you go outside and these people arguing, and you walk over there and just to check it out and to see what's going on because you being nosy, and then they get out a gun and they start like shooting each other, or they start fighting. It's like, I'm gonna slowly back away from this because I had nothing to do with this. I just walked into this. So that's why really China's in fucking contact with their home, with their homeland. And that's why you think about an Oriental culture, the ancient Tartarism, like, sorry, Tartaria is so unique. Like the way that like how Asian, how their like culture is, and how like the, you know, their temples are built, it's very Tartaria. It's distinct from any other design on earth. The Oriental like culture and design is so distinct from anything else on earth. Like it makes sense that they are, you know, they're actually like aliens. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Like, this is just science. This is just biology. This is just ancient fucking history and downloads. So yeah, this is another thing I want to say, and I know that people are offended by it, but just hear me out. I'm gonna say that slavery was necessary for the evolution of our people as a collective conscious. Now, this is why. At one point in time, America was all Pangea, right? Oh, not America. The land was Pangea. The land was one landmass. According to anthropology, the people reflect the land. So if the land was one big landmass, then that means that we was one as a people. You know, over time, you got cousins. Let's say you know, you're one big tribe, and then you know, as the plates and tectonic plates spread out the land, you feel me? My cousin might go 30 miles south and settle down in one area, and then he creates a family, and then eventually grows over time, and you create a whole new nation of people. People start branching out, kind of separating from their home tribe, you know, settling in other places, creating families in different areas, and that's how we became divided as a people. Because people always ask, like, how did the Europeans come in and enslave us? Because they waited until we were divided, because at that time we was at war with each other. And it's like, you think, oh, you're from Yoruba, you're from Dahomey, you're from this part of Africa, you're a different tribe than me, you speak a different language. But it's like, in the beginning, we was all one. We was all brothers and sisters. We was all part of the same tribe. But over time, as we reflect the land, we start branching out, spreading out, and creating our own little individual tribes and kingdoms. Now it's like thousands of years later go by, you have new dialects, new culture, you know. So when I'm going across the African land and I see another person from another tribe, I'm thinking that's a person from another tribe. But no, that's your brother. Y'all got the same exact family ties, DNA, gender, like y'all part of the same family, but y'all just been divided for so long that y'all don't remember that y'all, you feel me? And so we was at war with each other. So that's why when the Europeans came in, it was easy for them to just come in and trick us and enslave us, because we was already fighting each other and divided anyways. So think about it. Over thousands of years, we get divided. There's hundreds and thousands of different tribes, you know? And then now all members from each tribe gets kidnapped. Now we're all on a boat. It's no more, oh, you from Dahomey. Oh, it's no more, oh, you from this tribe, you from that tribe, you Yoruba. It's no more of that. It's, nigga, you a nigga, I'm a nigga, we all black in this bitch, and they don't discriminate. They gon' enslave all of us. They gon' beat us. Like, and when you got on that ship, y'all was in it together now. It didn't matter what little beef y'all had back in African lands. Y'all was in this shit together. So the Black American, the descendants of slavery, are all the tribes from Africa that were divided mixed back together. It's really original African. That's why Africans seem to not really like Black Americans or other tribes. You feel like other, we have a particular flavor to us. There's no other flavor that that other Black races have on the planet that Black Americans have. Like, we are distinctly, like, because we represent the original African, and that's why we're targeted so fucking hard. So there's that. So there's that, you feel me? It's a lot. And so as a collective, we have to, like, this is what's necessary to be done to elevate our collective conscious as a community. And people might be upset about this, but I don't give a fuck. White people have to respect Black people. They have to acknowledge that the womb, that the mother, that the original... You just fucked up my damn crock. Cause I'm not giving him attention. So he getting upset and trying to fuck up one of my shoes. That's not cool. My favorite shoe too is crazy. So, cause I love Crocs, it's so cozy. But like, so it's like, what's I gonna say? Fuck. Cause like, everybody else on Earth has to acknowledge that Africa is the motherland of Earth, and the people that come from the motherland, they have to be respected because we're the original people. When they acknowledge that Africa is the original fucking motherland on Earth, then they have to acknowledge that Black people, have to be held with a certain respect. Once they acknowledge our existence and respect our existence, you know what I mean? Then we have to turn around and not forgive, but essentially we do have to understand the bigger vision of what slave, like, we had to go through a dark, low point as a collective generationally so that we could go back and reach our peak as our higher selves. You have to go, like I said, the earth runs in cycles. As below, so below. Things be flipping from extreme to the opposite extreme. So like, we had to go really low, how we could elevate over time. And look at us now. Like, it is not taking us that long. So it was like, it was necessary. You have to go low to go high again. Like, if I'm a god and I've already reached my highest self, I'm already at my peak, I can't go any further. In order to continue to evolve past that threshold, you have to devolve to continue to evolve. That's why we even come to Earth in the first place. But I'm getting a little deep with that. So we have to understand that they was just playing a role. At the end of the day, all this shit is in service for us. They was just playing a role for us to be in our collective greatness, if that makes sense. So the proper kinship between white folks and Black folks is, for white women are supposed to be our daughter, or sister daughters, and Black women to a white woman is supposed to be sister mother. We're sister mother, your sister daughter. It's a respect, it's a kinship. That is how it's supposed to, that's the proper relationship, the proper kinship between Black folks and white folks and other races as a human community. That's how we reach our harmony. Then Black men, they're like, white men are supposed to see Black men as their brother fathers, and the brother fathers, Black men are supposed to take white men under their wing as their brother sons. We're here to teach them, but see, it's not them. It's they're programmable. We just have to reprogram them. That's all. But that's like kind of what I wanted to speak on. Like, that's my views. I'm thinking about shit from an ancient esoterical mad scientist, ancient Egyptian cloning. Like, I'm thinking about, I'm thinking in the ancient way type shit. So I just really wanted to say that. So it just really, it mind boggles me, you know. It's like, the point that I'm trying to make is that we as black women, everything starts with us. Everything starts with the woman, and then the rest follow. So if we want our men, black men, to treat us with respect, I'm kind of jumping subjects a little bit, but if we want our men to treat us with respect, we have to not a we allow the treatment. Women, we allow the shit that men do to us. A man can only do what you allow. So if we need to go where we're celebrated, because as a woman, it's like, I don't want to have to be masculine. I don't want to have to be out here playing the field and having a roster because, oh, well, they doing it to me, so I'm gonna do it to them. That's not in our nature. It's like, you want to be loved. You want to be spoken to gently. You want to be, worshipped as a woman. There's a certain way that you treat a woman. And black men in our community in America, they just don't know how to treat black women. And it's like, they're never gonna learn. They're never gonna learn. Because even I was talking to somebody on set, and she was like, well, I'm just gonna have a roster, and I'm just gonna do what these men do. And I'm like, girl, black women, we've been doing that since like 2018. We got tired of standing by our man, standing by his side, being a ride or die, and him just continuously hurting our feelings, breaking our hearts, and cheating on us. So we started breaking their hearts, playing them, and cheating on them. But really, what we crave as women is to just be treated right. We just want to be resting our divine femininity. We want to be taken care of. We want to have, like, that father energy from, our man. We want to be treated the way that, when you're a woman, you want your feet rubbed. You want to, go get your nails done. You want to look good, feel good, smell good. You feel me? But us, like, carrying on and taking on the energy of the men, it's like, that's not gonna solve the need that we have as women, if that makes sense. So it's like, that's why I say, go outside your race. Go where you're celebrated. Even if you gotta date an African, because they not even, like, affected by the Willie Lynch stuff. Like, go where you're celebrated, because when they see us as a collective going where we're celebrated, because black men need us. At the end of the day, they cannot live without us. You know what I mean? They're not gonna understand until they don't have access to us. So we go where we're celebrated, and it feels good to go where you're celebrated. It feels fucking amazing. You're like, damn, this is how it feels to be a woman. Like, this is what, deep down, what I've been craving low key. So then you go where you're celebrated. You're not only removing access from the men in your own community, in our own community, but by us being with another person, they're watching and they're learning, and we're demonstrating by being with someone. Listen, look, watch this man and how he treats his man, how he treats me. And so, you know what I mean? So they're gonna, like, get it together. They have no reason, they have no choice but to get it together, because they need us. You feel me? That's kind of like where I'm going with that. And it starts with the woman. I think this, as a collective, as black women, we seriously need to do better. And, go where you're celebrated, because it genuinely does feel very good. And it's healing not only to our own souls as women, but it's healing to our black men as well, because they need to see, look, this is how you're supposed to treat me. You know what I mean? That's kind of where it is. And it's like, y'all, a lot of the times, y'all need to sit the fuck down and listen. When a black woman is talking, shut the fuck up and listen. Because y'all not, like, when the white man, who's at the top of the totem pole? White men, then it's white women, then it goes right. Then at the very bottom are black women. What did I say about cycles and extremes flipping over time? Black women are at the bottom in society. White men are at the top. So that means when things flip, guess who's going to be at the top? black women, because who's gonna be at the bottom? White men. So like a black woman is the white man's worst fear, because he knows that we're the only one that could take their place in power. So when shit goes opposite and in the extreme flip, because of earth cycles, nigga, we finna be on top anyways. It's not finna be y'all. Black men, y'all not finna be the president. It's gonna be black women running shit. So it's just like, I just highly suggest that y'all sit the fuck down when a black woman is talking and listen. It is time to be in class. You do not talk when the teacher is talking. And that's what I see in our community, is that black men, y'all think y'all know everything. And y'all will sit here, disrespect the black woman, sit and argue her down, say that what she's saying is wrong. Like you can say 3 words and bam, you get interrupted and they debate everything that you say. And it's like, can you just shut the fuck up and listen and absorb what I'm saying? Because like, it's like, for example, I was talking to somebody at the barbershop, and I was telling them that fairies are real, and he's just like, when he heard fairies, he just like, now fairies aren't real, you're crazy, da 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 da. And it's like, well, you didn't even let me explain why I believe fairies are real. You know what I mean? It's like, y'all need to learn to listen to women. Y'all don't know everything. Y'all really don't. And it's like, y'all will sit up here and say, oh, mermaids aren't real. Oh, fairies aren't real. Oh, this, that, you're crazy. Well, according to every other culture on earth, every other country but America, those fae, the fae family, the fae creatures, the mermaids, the marine kingdom, that's not no myth. It's not a myth. It's part of their culture. It's part of their education system. They grow up learning about these things as facts. In Zimbabwe, they had a whole news segment on how they not able to build their water dam because of mermaid activity. This is the government saying this on their news stations. But oh, you're crazy. No, I'm trying to help you, nigga. You know there be Jezebel spirits. There'll be mermaids on earth walking as humans, trying to trick your ass. Bitch, I'm trying to help you. But see, they ever want to listen to women. But it's like, y'all need to listen to black women. Y'all need to stop interrupting us. Y'all don't know everything. Who raised you? Who pushed you out our hole? We do. And it's like, they really sit up here and think that the way that they think and the solutions and the results that they come up with in their mind are facts. And then it's like, you have some humility. A man that knows anything knows that he knows nothing at all. And truth is stranger than fiction. Literally. Where there's smoke, there's fire. So it's like, honey. There's just like, I just feel like as a collective, as a people, we need to do better. Women, we need to start getting back in our sacred energy and our goddess mode. Like, okay, these niggas don't want to love us. They don't want to treat us the way we deserve to be treated. Then I'm finna elevate and meditate and get on my highest frequency to attract what is gonna treat me the way I deserve to be treated. And you can watch from the fucking sideline and take notes and learn, because I'm not talking no more. I'm not gonna talk. I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you. I'm just gonna live my life and demonstrate for you. Using our life as an example to teach these niggas lessons type shit. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not trying to be racist. Like, I hope I'm not coming off as racist, but we need to talk about the DNA of our people to understand how we're supposed to collaborate healthy and efficiently. You know what I mean? Like, it's not wrong to talk about black, white, this, that. We need to talk about it, you know? We need to talk about it because we need to get through it. At the end of the day, certain people was made with different DNA. And that's okay. We just need to play our roles and respect each other for their roles, because everybody's needed. and we're all one, but different at the same time. You feel me? So when they try to be like, oh, you're just a white girl. First of all, I'm not fucking. Do I look like a white girl to you? I'm clearly black. Society's gonna call me a nigga. I'm gonna be a nigga to society no matter what. But I am half white, and I am half black, and I am a 16th Native American. So, which is not a lot. But yeah, it's like I have 50% of the black experience, and I have 50% of the white experience. I don't have the full 100% privileges that white people have, but I have a portion of it. I don't have the complete black experience. I don't go through the 100% struggle of a dark skinned woman, but I do have a portion of. I know what it. I think actually being biracial is a whole nother set of problems. It's like little diasporas within themselves. You feel like you got the little Venn diagram, and you got, yeah. I feel like it causes a whole nother set of issues. But yeah, then I just feel like I'm the bridge. Like I feel like I am a nigga on the inside. Like I'm a dark skinned man. Like I feel like in my past life, like it's not my fault that my son, had intercourse with a white woman, and I just spawned in this avatar type shit. But that's why I'm here, is because I'm here to be a bridge. You know what I mean? Like, you know how like certain souls reincarnate into certain bodies to get a mission done? That's why I'm here. I'm a bridge. White people, whether they like to admit it or not, even though it 40% of the time it's on a subconscious level, they see themselves in me. They have a connection with me in a way, because I'm you, nigga. I'm half white, I'm you. So they feel a connection with me, so I could, use that to educate them. And, I'm very good when it comes to, gaming up white folks and stuff, and getting them to understand the ancient realities of what the fuck is going on, how it's affecting us in modern day. And then with black folks, it's like, that's who I really am. Like, in my soul, that's who I really am. So it's like, I'm here to, like, I'm going to hold my people accountable. I'm not about to sugarcoat shit. If black women, if we doing something we're not supposed to be doing, I'm finna call it out. If black men doing something that they're not supposed to be doing, I'm finna call it out. Like, I'm here to call white people out, and I'm here to call our own community out. I'm here to advocate for us to them, and I'm here to try to like get black folks to understand the ancient realities, because we have to look at things at a bigger picture. There's a bigger vision at play here, and everything happens for a reason, and everything isn't for service for us. Even the bad shit, even the most fucked up shit. The lower you go, the higher you gonna excel. The higher you go, the faster or the lower you gonna fall. You feel me? So it's like, in order for us to elevate as a people, we had to devolve, de-elevate. It's like necessary. That's how life is as beloved. So like, it's literally universal laws to this shit. So yeah, that's really what I wanted to say. But at the end of the day, have discernment, because it doesn't really matter if you go outside your race, or men are men. If you have a penis, men are just men, So you could deal with the white man, and it's really shit. That's another side, is like, because they're so smart and psychologically manipulative, the white man make you think he love you and all this other shit the whole time he's cheating. So it's really, go where you are celebrated. Because you're never going to hear an Asian man, walk up to a group of Asian women or young Asian girls and say, look, I have a white wife. I have a black wife, because you Asian women, y'all just do too much. You never see a white man going up to a group of white women, putting them down. You never see a group of Latin man going up to a group of Latina women and saying, this is why I don't date Latinas. Y'all too spicy for me. That's why I got me an Asian woman, or a negro, or a moreno. Yeah. It's only the black community that you see black men going out of their way to put down other black women. Like, And then that's the crazy part is when I was going over there saying, hey, I got me a little white man. They're like, why you coming over here talking about your little cracker boyfriend? Like, I'm like, well, y'all be coming around here. Y'all always go out of your way to get around black women to brag about your Asian wife or your spicy Latina or your white Becky Snow Bunny girlfriend. And then it's like, y'all always put down black women like, oh, look, black women is so loud. Y'all do too much. Y'all so ghetto. Y'all not feminine. That's why I got me a Latina. So when I do it, oh, she's trying to fuck up the whole race. She's racist. She's with the white man. What happened to the preferences? And my preference, I don't have a type. I'm universal. I date a Thongan. I date an Asian Cambodian. I'll date a black man. I'll date a Caribbean. I'll date a white man. I'll date a mixed person. I'll date an islander. I'll date a Mexican, a Hispanic person, Cuban. I don't care. As long as your soul is right, you know what I mean? You're a good person. You treat me well. You got a little swag too. You know, I got a little lean in your walk. You feel me? You got a little step in your walk. I can mistake your cock for your Glock. You know, you got a little swag, you fly. I'ma like you. I don't care what race you are. It's just my type is more like how like I like that thugness. I like a masculine. I like a rebel. You know what I mean? So it's like I like Asian. Like that's not a. I feel like that's like not a type. I feel like your type is how that person represents themselves to the world. Like when you walk in, is you like that man? It don't. You could be Asian, like I said, white, black, whatever. It's just the energy. Are you masculine? Are you kind of thug? Are you about to kill somebody on my behalf? Like I like that type of energy. So it's not, my type has nothing to do with like race. But I just really wanted to speak on that because I just feel like I be noticing shit on a subconscious level and on a fifth dimensional level, and I really want us to do better as a community. And it's like, you know, sometimes you gotta give your kids tough love. Sometimes you gotta hold them accountable, no matter how uncomfortable it is. They might take it the wrong way. Like what I said, slavery was necessary for us to reach our elevated collective consciousness. It's like people will get upset about that, but then when you explain it and you're like, no, in order to continue to evolve past that threshold, you have to devolve so you can continue to evolve. Like when you think about it, you know, scientifically it makes fucking sense, esoterically at least. But yeah, so yeah. And when I'm dead and gone one day, you know, my voice will live on. So that's why these videos are important.